heard you and your friends' plans made it out of the group chat and y'all head to New Orleans next weekend for Essence Fest. Cool. Well, if you want to go and experience it like someone who's been almost 20 times with immediate insight, a little bit of local vibe, local understanding, and just a really good itinerary, you're definitely landing on the right video. I know all the fun spots, I know all the cool places, and all the cool parties, and I know exactly how to survive the New Orleans heat. We're getting into the best ways to enjoy Essence Fest this year and how to survive the summer heat there. Number one, electrolytes. And don't just pack them, use them. If you don't drink electrolytes in New Orleans in that summer heat during Essence Fest, you're going to die. You don't want to die because you're going to miss all the fine walking around town. Take your electrolytes, babe. I typically put them in welcome kits when I bring people. The past 4 years, I brought small groups of women there who had never experienced it before. It's been a really great time. I always give them a welcome kit, which includes a couple bottles of water, a bottle of champagne, and 3, 4 electrolyte kits. Just typical electrolyte kits. Liquid IV, Movement, whatever brand you like. You can't survive that New Orleans heat on water alone. You just can't. It's too hot. It's sweltering. It's unbelievably warm. As someone who grew up there and went there and lived there, it is nearly unbearable. And I teach hot Pilates. So I'm going to need y'all to drink your electrolytes. Like I said, don't just pack them, use them. One a day before you get on the plane, before your morning mimosa. Tip number 2, and I consider this one an insider tip, more like a pro tip, because a lot of people won't think about this. A lot of people won't practice this or even, have the means to do this, but is arrive in New Orleans about a day or two early before Essence Fest. So typically around the 2nd, maybe the 3rd, depending on when it falls. Essence Fest is always July 4th weekend and always in New Orleans. But the last 3 years I've gone, including the 30th anniversary 2 years ago, I got there on the 2nd, 2 days early, for a couple of reasons. One, I'm media. And so I have a lot of access on a lot of things I have to do building up and leading up to the actual conference and festival and night events. A lot of content creator events and brand partnerships that media are allowed to go to and be a part of. So I'm really lucky in that regard. But those spaces are also for people that are just there. If you get there a day early, you check into your hotel and you just happen to be in the right place at the right time, you can connect and network with people and just meet with other journalists and content creators and also make content. Also just spend your time doing the things that you want to do, enjoying restaurants that are going to be busy later on in the weekend, and going to places that you won't have access to once the big crowds roll in. Point number 2 is if you get there 2 days early, you have time to acclimate to that heat. First tip was bring electrolytes, right? It's so hot in New Orleans that people get there the first day and they're miserable because they haven't had a chance to let their body adjust to how warm it is. If you can, you have the means, you have the opportunity to get to New Orleans a day or two before the Essence Fest officially starts. Tip number 3, now you're on the ground, you're there, you're hydrated, all the things. Tip number 3 is wear comfortable shoes. And you should know this, right? There's a lot of walking in New Orleans. It's a very walkable city, which is one of the reasons I love it and stayed there and lived there for so long. But you definitely need some comfortable shoes. I'm not saying you can't bring cute shoes. I'm not saying you can't bring heels and the wedges and all the things. What I'm saying is it's a lot of walking. A lot of people don't even realize that the New Orleans Convention Center is a mile long itself. So only if you go to the convention center for the meat of Essence Fest, which is the conferences, the panels, the speakers, the giveaways, the brands, all the things that are inside the convention center, you're going to be walking a minimum, if you're walking back and forth, 2 miles, maybe 3 a day. And Essence Fest is, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So it's a lot of walking. And then if you take in account that you're going to be going to day parties and night parties and dinners and boat rides and HBCU parties and frat parties and all the things that you go to, the night concerts, Superdome is quite a walk. And I've seen a lot of women been taken down by that walk late at night. So there's no cars in those once the concert let out because it's so late. So you have to walk quite a bit to get to a space where you can get to an Uber. So you want to have cute walkable shoes for sure. It's tip number 4. And this is kind of I guess it could maybe considered a hot take. Um, do not go to Essence Fest with people that you don't really fuck with. It's a long weekend, and I have taken a handful, 4, 5, 6, something like that, different groups of women over the past 4 or 5 years since COVID, and I've enjoyed myself every single time. I'm very lucky. I've never had any drama on any other trips. So I think one, because I keep them really small. I only bring 3, 4 people. I don't bring 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people. I just don't do that. Too much to deal with, too much responsibility. I get too anxious. and worried that people are having a perfect time because I'm an overthinker and a Virgo. So I just try to keep them small so we can. It can be overstimulating. It can be chaotic. There's a lot of people there. There's a lot of people at the convention center. There's a lot of lines. There's a lot of waiting. New Orleans is notorious for making you wait for restaurant tables. So there's a lot of things. So if you're with someone who, or you're with people who are impatient or don't have the same type of financial situation that you have, they have less money or more money than you. And, it can be one of those trips where things get a little unbalanced. It's very expensive. Essence Fest is one of the most expensive weekends in. You're looking at $600-700 a night, sometimes $800-900 a night. It's expensive. It's a little bit more expensive than Mardi Gras, I would say. New Orleans, if you do extra night, like I suggest, 4 nights in New Orleans, you need to budget for $2,000. So it's quite pricey. Yeah, so make sure you're going with the right people that can cover costs in case something happens, something comes up, or you lose your debit card. You need to make sure you're going there with people that you really fuck with because it is very chaotic, but it's also the vibiest vibe you'll ever have. Tip number 6. This is a big one. Budget, money, moolah, shmoney. It's a big budget. It's typically the last 3 years I've taken people, 3-4 years, I've told them to budget for $1,500 for them, for their portion of the room, of the Airbnb, for the food, for the concert tickets, for their flight. That's what it costs. And it's, again, 3, maybe 4 days. It's a big ticket event. It's one of those things you have to plan really far in advance. The rooms and the Airbnbs book up like really quickly. So if you haven't booked already, or you don't have anything booked already, you're gonna be sleeping on somebody's couch or air mattress, or it's paying thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. It can touch on it's up there with Mardi Gras. It's really expensive. So if you haven't already booked and you're not planning on going this weekend and you want to plan for 2027, definitely book something like August at the latest. As soon as this Essence Fest is over next weekend, book it and get it done. So, because you want to make sure you can lock in a really good place that's central enough to all the parties, to all the conference events, to all the book series and cinema and film and all the good things that are happening in New Orleans that weekend. So, budget accordingly, make sure you can afford it, and you'll be good. Don't worry about it. That's it. That's all my tips. But I do have a bonus one for you. People always ask me, like, what's the best party to go to? What's the best party to go to? I don't go to Essence for parties. Let's just be clear. I go there for networking, go there for the conference itself. I go there for all the, the talks and the chats and the books and the food. And I go there for all the things. New Orleans is like my third home. I lived there and grew up right outside of the city. So I love it a lot. And Essence is a great, 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 great experience. I think every Black American, I think every Black person of the diaspora should go to Essence Fest. That's just, I believe that to my heart and my core. If I had to choose a party, and I'm an auntie. I know Face is giving 25, but I'm an auntie. I definitely would choose the white party, the one at the Metropolitan. Classic New Orleans. It's just really quintessential summer. And it's a sultry summer night on a hot, sweaty dance floor. You get to watch just a sea of beautiful black and brown people just fall in that thing wearing all white. And it's just a beautiful sight. The music's good. The drinks are heavy and strong. It's just a good vibe. It's 3 levels in the metro, so you have plenty of space to kind of stretch out. And it's still really, really, really packed. So tickets are cheap too. It's like 30-40 bucks. For regular VIP, it's like 100, I think, and then there's sections that start at 500 and go all the way up. So ton of people there, usually celebrities, usually professional athletes, regular people, sorority folks, all types of people. But last year I went to an influencer party with Kensington Gray. That was insane. So if you can access an influencer party, or if you're a content creator or a media personality or a media person or a journalist like myself, those are really, really fun too. But for sure, number one pick would be the Metropolitan White Party for Essence Fest weekend. Do not miss that thing. Get your ticket, baby, if you haven't got it already. Stay hydrated. Have a good time. Tag me in all your videos. Let me know what you want to know about Essence Fest and what you want to know about New Orleans. Like I said, I've been going for years, decades. I've been almost 20 times. And I hope you have a good time. Sorry I won't be there, but have fun for me.